Pantera, Strength Beyond Strength. Let's play through all the different riffs of the song, all the sections. After we do that, I'll go back through, guide you through it a little more, some explanation if you need that. And a special note with this song, if you're trying to play along with the recorded version, just know that they're tuned down a half step. Do me a favor, hit that subscription button, help out the channel, be really cool of you. I do a ton of songs, so you don't want to miss them. Alright, let's get on to the Strength Beyond Strength, Pantera. Okay, so initial verse riff here. We're going to start up here at this A power chord, 5th fret on the E, 7 on the A, and we're just going to like slide it down a fret, okay, to the 4th fret power chord. Okay, we hit that 4th fret power chord, slide that down to 3. Okay, strum that 3, strum it again, and slide it down to 2. Okay, so it's just this descending, sliding power chord thing there. Really fun to play. And this, cranks out pretty quick. It's just a measure long. All right, about like that. And then we'll start getting into like the vocal and all that. The guitar, it's just hitting this A power chord, splitting the measure. We'll hit the A power chord and then hit 1st fret on the E. Okay, from there we go A power chord to C power chord here, 3rd fret on the A, 5 on the D. Okay, go back to the A to the 1st fret on the E. All right, and at this point, we're just going to loop those first 4 measures we just played, all right, coming all the way back to that sliding down power chord. All right, so we go through that whole thing twice, and after we get to that last A power chord to 1st on the E, then we're going to come up and do this really quick 5th fret power chord there, but we're going to hit it, come up to the 6th fret power chord, all right, with the 8 on the A there. We're just going to come up to that, strum it twice real quick, back to the A at the 5th fret, come back up to the 6th, twice again, 5th fret, 6th fret, twice again. Okay, so it's just this really quick. Okay. Okay, just crank that out real quick, and then we'll move on to the next section from there. Pre-chorus section here. We'll come down to this F sharp power chord at the 2nd on the E, 4 on the A. We're going to strum that 3 times quickly. bring it down a fret to that F power chord, first on the E, 3 on the A, and we'll hit that fully, and then we'll do some palm muting on, about 8 first frets there on the E. And we're just cranking these out real quick. Okay. Okay. And then we're going to come up and hit 4th fret power chord, the G sharp there, with the 6 on the A. All right. Strum that 3 times, just like we did those 2s. Come right back down to that 1st fret power chord and do that same strum and then palm muted. All right, but we'll cut this a little bit short because then we're going to add this funky little scale that happens. We're going to go 3E, 6E, 4A, 4E, 6A to 3A. Okay, just a little weird little shuffling around scale there. All right. All right, you can palm mute a little bit, sounds good. And then we're going to repeat that first section that happens, the 2nd fret power chord to the 1st, and then the 4th fret power chords back to the 1st. Repeat that, and then instead of doing that funky little scale, we're just going to end it with 4 open power chord strums there. All right, and you can palm mute those as well. And those are just real deliberate 1, 2, 3, 4, following the vocal. Okay, so we'll try this all up to speed now. First fast interlude here. This is just a really quick hammer-on, pull-off thing that's happening here. Real fun to play. It's almost like a little guitar exercise or something. But just like a measure long, we're going to crank through this about 6 times. What we're going to do is hammer on from the open E to the 1st, and then hit that 1st again. Okay, and repeat that twice. Okay, and then we'll just do the hammer on, open to 1. All right, but then we don't strum it again. We're going to move on to the next part where we go 2nd fret, pull off to 1, and then strum that a couple times. All right, and then just repeat that 2 to 1 pull off and a couple 1s. Because we'll try it slowly here. Okay, so just real small little area here. We're just doing hammer on pull off thing, but it's all about getting it up to tempo, because then it just gets real fun to play, and you're just kind of cruising along with it. Okay, we would go through the verse again, all the other riffs again. Eventually we get to this part where the tempo just slows down, right? And we get to this riff that's kind of like that faster interlude, but just kind of spreads it out and takes its time. And this is a 2nd interlude, and it's also happening on the solo, behind the solo, okay? So slower, we're going to be that 1st fret power chord there. Okay, 1 on the E, 3 on the A. And then we come off. You can just kind of keep that ring there on the 3 of the A and just lift off for the open E, just to give it that kind of slightly dissonant sound. Come back to that 1st fret on the E. Okay. Hold that a moment, and then we just slowly we go 1st fret power chord, up a fret to the 2nd fret power chord there at the F sharp. And you just hold that F sharp 2nd fret power chord for the rest of the measure there. So nice and slow here. No big deal. Just repeat this through the 2nd interludes, backing of the solo. this pre-solo section comes in. Just a little more technique going on here. It's going to kick off with just a pinch harmonic on the 12 of the G. Okay, just... Alright. If you don't know a pinch harmonic, you just hit a little bit of your thumb, alright, after you hit it with the pick. Alright, and after that, we're going to do this slide down, slide up riff that happens. I've seen this done with like a whammy. Unfortunately, I don't have the whammy, sorry. But it sounds just as good if you do it this way, where we're up here, 8 on the E and the A, and then do the 10 on the D and G for that F. And just hit that, slide it all the way down to the first fret there. And then we would just slide that all the way back up till we get to 9 on the E, 9 on the A, 11 on the D and G. So just a fret higher from where we left. Okay. And you just repeat that 4 times. Solo time. This has a harmonizer effect to it. I'll show you the parts here without the effect on it so you can hear it a little clearer. And at the end, I'll go through and put the effect on it so you can hear it a little more in its totality. So to start, we'll be at 6 on the D, go 5, 6, D. Bend the 4 on the G, slow release. And 6A. Go 60, 5 to 6. Come up higher now, we go 7B to 6, slide 5G to 4. Alright, now we come up and do this high scale, and take note of this scale because we're going to be doing it again in like different positions. So we'll slide up to 11G to 10, go 11D to 10, then we go 10, 9, 10 on the A. Alright, so let's put the effect on it, hear the whole thing. Okay, continuing with the solo, like I said, we're going to use that same scale that we did just previously there, but just take it up a fret. Okay, so we'll be at 12G and then go 11, then we go 12D to 11, and then we go 11 on the A to 10, and then back to 11. From there, bring it up one more fret. So we'll be 13G, 12, 13D to 12, and then we go 12, 11, 12 on the A. And you want to do that section twice. Okay. It picks up a little bit of speed. All right. From there, we do this funky little scale over here. Okay, will be 7G, okay, to 6D, bend 8B, come off to 6B, to 9D. Alright, I'll put the effect on it here. Last section of the solo here, pitch effect kind of goes away a little bit and it just gets a little more shreddy. We'll be up here, kind of where we left off, but we're going to do a quick 13, 12, 13 G, all right, and then we do 12, 13, 12, 13 B, Okay, come down here. We do a little chromatic thing. We go 11, E, 13, 12, 13. So, okay, then we do this pull off where we're 16, E to 13 to 12. Come back up to 16 E, and then we're going to go 19, 16, 15. Okay, so. And then just bend that 19. Alright, so just a little shreddy, just kind of get it up to speed, have some fun with it. Alright, post solo here, just kind of a dynamic thing happening. Palm muted, you want to be at that 2nd fret power chord, come off to the open power chord, come back to a couple of those 2nd power chords, and then finish on the 3 power chord of the E. Okay, kind of slower still. Alright, so go through that 4 times, and at the very end of it, we just do 4 muted 2nd fret power chords on the E. Thanks for checking out the video, everybody. Like it, share it, leave a comment. It's always good to hear from you. Do me a favor and hit the subscription button. I put out a video pretty frequent, so you don't want to miss out on that. Check out the links in the description box below. I have really cool links for tablature books, all the gear I use, t-shirts, fun stuff like that. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.